MLB 19 The Cell episode 20. You guys were expecting The Last of Us Part 2 tonight? I think we're going to do it this Friday. Since my fam's going to be out of town this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Going on vacation on that. Because I don't think it'll be a problem if I do The Last of Us Part 2 this Friday. I think it'll be in the morning for sure. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, hit that red support button from Zombie Gaming. Also smash the like button, tweet them out, share them, comment, add them to a playlist. If there's also anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so. Follow me on Twitter anytime you like. I don't know if my opponent's going to be in the chat or not. She's actually on a walk, so we'll be on the call tonight for sure. Will we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, leaving a comment, and never ask for support back. You guys want to vote for the idol, lands at 28, way to summon at 12. So you guys can let me know in the chat. You guys will have Final Fantasy 7 tomorrow after I get off at 11:30. Then I'm on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As there will be Game 2 tonight. As there will be the 7 and 12 Cardinals taking on the 11 and 8 Red Sox fans. One of two teams. The 11 and 8 New York Go-Go Mets. Mets won the first one 3-1 this week. So it's Game 2 in New York City. For the 7 and 12 Cardinals today in Game 2 in New York City tonight. On the mound will be Daniel Ponce de Leon for the 7 and 12 Cardinals. He has a 2-1 win-loss record, 19 strikeouts, 1.53 ERA. And on the mound for the 11 and 8 Mets in Game 2 in New York City will be Zach Wheeler, 1-0 record, 21 strikeouts, 1.35 ERA. So we'll take it to the ballpark tonight. Like I said earlier, guys, you guys will have The Last of Us Part 2 this Friday. So I don't think it'll be a problem. So here you go on the mound for the 7 and 12 Cardinals tonight. In Game 2 at New York City, it's Daniel Ponce de Leon, 2-1 win-loss record with a 1.53 ERA. And here's the starting lineup for the 7 and 12 Cardinals this season. Leading off will be Tommy Edman, third baseman. Colin Wong's playing second base. Paul Goldschmidt playing first base. Marcel Ozuna playing left field. Paul DeZong shortstop. Tyler O'Neill center field. Jose Martinez at right field. Yadier Molina as catcher. And batting ninth, the starting pitcher on the mound for the 7 and 12 Cardinals, Daniel Ponce de Leon. So how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are good. Always keeping up the good work with Zombie Gaming and most of us in the chat. Since I go back tomorrow from 7 to 11:30, I'll be at Subway for a while, but as far as my Google Play goes, I'm going to be putting a little more big money after I did a couple of donations with a Subway meeting earlier tonight, and I don't think it'll be a terrible problem in the big process. Well, like I said, The Last of Us Part 2 will be getting a new episode this Friday, because I'm on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, anyways, The Last of Us 2 will be joining Final Fantasy 7 this week. So, Final Fantasy 7 is every Thursday and Friday, and The Last of Us 2 is 3 to 4 days a week, so it's all good. On the mound for the 7 and 12 Cardinals in Game 2 in New York City is Daniel Ponce de Leon. Making his fourth start of the series, 2-1 record, 1.53 ERA, and he has given up 11 hits with 19 strikeouts tonight. And leading off for the 11 and 8 Mets is J.D. Davis, third baseman, 235 average. Here's the first pitch by de Leon. Ball one up top, 1-0. Like I said, you guys can let me know in the chat if you guys want to follow me on Twitter. I'm not that hard to find. As far as Zombie Gaming goes, he's going to be live tomorrow. Because I want to bring my pun in for Zombie. Because my loves total is at 23. And her mindset is still 200. before the end of this year, and most of us can do that. So it won't be a problem if we can get it there. Fly ball to right. That's strike 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 by DeLeon. Be fly ball center field.
On the move is Ozuna.
And still makes a good catch to left center field, and that's the first out for the Mets. Looks like it was going to be a fly hit, but that's the first out for the Mets. You guys are going to get a good load of IZN News tonight as well, as we'll go and see what we got intact. There's a starting lineup for the 11 and 8 Mets today. Michael Confronto is batting .269. He was 5 for 12 last month with a .417, 1 home run, 4 ribbies. That'll bring up Juan Lagares, center fielder, number 12. His last 9 games with the 11 and 8 Mets, it's been 7 for 31 with a .226 average, 294 and 2 ribbies. White Sox 2, Tigers nothing in Detroit. I think it's Chicago or something. Ball 1, 1-0. We're going to get some big IZN news for you guys today as well. Especially with the PS5 as the #1 seed going into the holidays as well. See how we can top that. To the bottom, strike 1, 1 and 1. So we'll get as much as we can today, guys. Since you guys will be getting Final Fantasy VII tomorrow, ball 2, after I get back from Subway, so I'm always taking my time on investments. As far as Borderlands 3 goes, I'm almost getting done with them, but it won't be a problem. 3 and 1 on deck is Jeff McNeil. He is on deck. 3 and 1 by DeLeon. Foul ball to left. 3 and 2. Professional with a strike 2 reference.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch.
And that's ball 4, first walk by DeLeon. He is on the mound for the 7 and 12 Cardinals, as he locks Lagares for the 11 and 8 Mets in Game 2 in New York City. Runner at first, 1 out after the first walk. Pitch by DeLeon. Strike 1 up top. 0-1. Jeff McNeil's batting .246. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way.
And a pop-up close to home base. Runner will hold at first. Makes the catch. Second out for the Mets. That'll bring up first baseman Pete Alonso. First baseman, 254, 5 home runs, 11 ribbies. He is playing first base today. Foul ball, 0-1. That's considered strike 1 for sure, not 0-1 count. Okay.
0-1, here's the pitch.
To the left, ball 1. We're doing very well since Zombie was live this morning around 5 in the morning, so I slept in over an hour and a half, and I've been up ever since. Currently, ball 2, 2 and 1. 2 and 1 by DeLeon. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 2 and 2. Not bad of a strike by DeLeon on the mound for the 7 and 12 Cardinals tonight. Did he strike him out? He did strike him out. 3 outs, and the inning is over.
It's the Mets nothing, Redbirds stepping up.
Game 2 in New York City underway. To the bottom of the first inning, Mets nothing, and the Cardinals coming up to bat. Coming to the mound for the 11 and 8 Mets. In Game 2 in New York City, it's Zach Wheeler. You look at him in the stats, see guys, 4th start of the season, 1-0 record, 1.35 ERA. He's given up 22 hits. And due up for the Cardinals is third baseman Tommy Edman, number 19. 213 with 5 stolen bases. I think he's a left-handed batter too. He's the pitch by Wheeler. To the right, strike 1.
These Mets fellas, as they
I'm pretty sure we might be okay, since we'll be doing the last spot 2 this Friday. But
Yeah, Matty,
earlier this week, it was actually pretty good, with no disconnections or any problems. It's been going good. To the right, strike 2, 0-2.
On that one, it's 0-2 now.
Oh man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
But we will have some nice Isaiah news for you guys tonight as well. Swing and a miss, 1 out for the Cardinals. For strikeout by Zach Wheeler.
To look at the Cardinals starting lineup.
Smoother point stops, so that's good.
Keep an eye on Colton Wong.
There's a starting lineup for the 7 and 12 Cardinals. Colton Wong's batting .222. It's the only one of 9 batters that has the batting average. The others are like below 200 perhaps. So brings up Colton Wong, second baseman. .222, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Yankees 3 and the Royals nothing in New York City.
First pitch coming, here it is.
The pitch by Wheeler. Strike 1 at the bottom, 0-1. There's actually some baseball on right now, if I'm correct. Let me try to research that. I think it's Indians Reds, if I'm certain. Let me research real quick. 0-1 count by Wheeler. That'll be fly ball to left, and that'll be considered foul in the stands. 0-2. But let me have a look here, guys. Let me see. To the right, ball 1, 1-2.
That'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in.
I'm gonna go ahead and have a look to see what's on tonight.
That far up and that far in.
Okay, there we go. They also mentioned something about a MLB playoff bubble. Was that it could still happen? But we'll see. Ball 2. Since there's only a 60-game season for this year, so I don't think it'll be a problem. We've got Marlins, Orioles, Mets, Nationals, Red Sox, Rays, perhaps. That sounds interesting. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Tigers, Cardinals spins postponed with the coronavirus for a little while. Tonight, we've got that'll be fly ball center field. Center field, and that'll be a single. And that's a single for the Cardinals. Scrabble was also a fun game, too. That'll bring up first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt's batting .217, 2 ribbies. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch by Wheeler.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-0.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't
Reds, Indians, Blue Jays, Braves, Cubs, Royals, Orioles, Marlins. I think that's something insane. Strike 1 up top, 1-1. Brewers, White Sox, Giants, Rockies, Dodgers, Padres. I think that'll be a good one. Mariners and the Angels, possibly. I don't know, but I have been watching some baseball for the past week. Hold up. Like swing, 1 and 2 at the bottom. Goldschmidt's batting .217. So yeah, we have some good games tonight that are actually very well providing. Which I see that not being a problem. Foul ball to right, 1 and 2. His speed 86 miles per hour. Ball 2, 2 and 2. We're going to get Isaiah news going just a little bit, as long as we I mean, we have some big stuff for you guys tonight as well. One of which is something that's very animated, struck him out. Second out for the Cardinals. Second strikeout by Zach Wheeler.
Good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days.
How about 2 likes? Can we jump in with 4 tonight? Let me know in the chat from Zombie Gaming. A good buddy.
Looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball
as we go back into it.
But it's really hard to get on.
That was actually some of the baseball teams that are playing tonight. Brings up Marcell Arizona. 213, 3 home runs, 9 ribbies. Okay, let's go back to the IZN.com. Okay, there we go.
Wheeler pauses. Here's the 1-0.
Strike 1 up top, 1-1.
But that gets the zone for a strike. Ozuna tends to have more success against
Wheeler with the
right-handed
1-1
pitching
count.
like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a
Foul
comfort
ball to
thing,
right,
maybe he just
strike
picks
2,
up the ball
1
a
and
little
2.
better, but that's the book on him at this point.
His speed was 70 miles per hour.
The 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2
That one
to the
misses
left, 2
badly.
and
It's
2.
ball 2.
So boy, everything is still going good this week. Going in to this year for the holidays.
The 2-2.
It'll be fly ball to deep right center field. Does he get there? He does. Makes the catch defensively, and the inning is over. One up for the Cardinals. Go to top of the second. Mets nothing, Cardinals nothing. Game 2 more New York City. Due up for the Mets will be right fielder Michael Confronto. His last 10 games with the 11-8 Mets this season. So 7 for 35 with a 200 average. 269, 3 home runs, 8 ribbies. IZN News will be after we manage the of the inning. To the right, strike 1. A little more defensively. Swing and a miss to the bottom, 0-2, strike 2. D-backs 1, Cubs nothing. Looks like Cardinals for Cubbies nothing, and Chicago. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1 and 2.
But he holds back. It's 1 and 2 now.
Confronto's batting 269.
Really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2.
Foul ball to right, 1 and 2.
Now another 1-2.
Ball 2, 2 and 0. 2 and 2, excuse me.
It's 2 and 2.
Got a little bit mixed up for the most part. Let's try to refresh IZN real quick. Since we really have plenty of stuff to sell, most likely. 2 and 2. Foul ball to left, 2 and 2.
A really good at bat here. All even at 2 and 2. Here it is.
Foul ball to first, caught by first baseman. And that's the first out for the Mets. Beautiful catch defensively. There's a defensive lineup that's lined for the 7 and 12 Cardinals. Alrighty guys, let's get some IZN news. Guys want to vote for the Idol, want to follow me on Twitter anytime you'd like, let me know. I'm not that hard to find. Alonzo 28, Greatest Sullivan at 12. Comes left fielder, the one and only, Jonas Cespedes. 271, 5 home runs, 9 ribbies. He's one of the best all-time hitters since a former Oakland Athletic. And he is. He really is. He's one of the best hitters I've ever seen hit a home run ball or anything that has to do with something hitting with that bat, to be honest. He really is. 1-1 count by DeLeon. Ground ball center field, and it gets away from him a little bit. Gets away from him again, defensively, and that will be a double. That'll be a double. If the ball gets away from him again, and it's a double for the Mets. Cespedes with the double, scored as an E8. So that's a double for the Mets. Brings up Didi Gregorius. 231, 3 ribbies. Shortstop. Right out second, 1 out. The pitch by DeLeon. And the ball is low. I don't know what happened there. And that'd be second goes to third. Oh wow, scored us a wild pitch. That's ball 1. We don't usually see that very often, guys. We really don't. We really don't see a whole lot going in with a ball getting away or having a base runner go to third or second. Sometimes we do. To the left, ball 2. DeLeon's given up 1 walk so far. We're going to get IZN News going in just a second. 2-0 count. Ball 3, 3-0. On deck is Wilson Ramos. 306, 2 home runs, 8 ribbies. He is on deck.
3-0 count. Here it comes.
Ground ball by the pitcher, and it gets away from it. And that will be an RBI single. As Game 2 in New York City, it'll be scored as a ribby. As the Mets strike first, it's 1-0 Mets. Top of the second, 1 out. When the take on Ponce de Leon, to see if he's okay. For the 7-12 Cardinals, he might be okay. Brings up the catcher, Wilson Ramos. His last 5 games with the 11-8 Mets. So he's been 3 for 19 with an average of 158. 1-0 Mets, 1 out. Base runner at first. Up top, ball 1. We'll get to Isaac News in a second, guys. Hold on. To the bottom, strike 1, 1-1.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get
If you guys have not heard or may already heard that coming this month, we're going to be getting details for the PS5, which is most of the system, the last system that most of us are aiming. What the price is going to be, and I think the price is not going to be as big as the PS4 was. Foul ball to home, strike 2, 1-2. But I don't think so. Ball 2, 2-2. Ramos is batting 306. As a matter of fact. As far as releases go, we'll get to that in a second.
Here now the 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout, second out for the Mets. Second strikeout by Ponce de Leon. What's going on, Dead Side? How are you tonight, brother? Good to see you. That'll bring up starting pitcher on the mound for the 11-8 Mets, Zach Wheeler, batting 250.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Foul ball to left, strike 1.
Foul ball here, 0-1.
Well, how are you tonight?
Set to deliver the 0-1.
That'll be fly ball to right center field. Makes the catch to the right, and the side is retired.
Mets played a run on a couple of hits.
Game 2 in New York City on the way. To the bottom of the second inning. Mets 1, Cardinals nothing. So, how are your streams going so far today, buddy? Hopefully the group did not mess with you. Anything that's been reported. Brings up shortstop Paul DeZong, leading off for the Cardinals. 186, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies. So the stuff we're looking at for this week is they're gonna be introducing Star Trek Lower Decks, Instant Sports Summer Games for the Splits. For the Splits as we speak. The group that actually took your stream down this week, I think it was yesterday or Monday, if I'm correct. To the bottom, ball 1, 1-2. It was that one stream that you actually did on YouTube earlier this week. Ball 2, 2-2 to the right. An American Pickle that's coming out tomorrow. For Xbox One, you guys will begin Undermine. To the bottom, swing and a miss. First out for the Cardinals. Then struck out by Zach Wheeler. But here was that one stream that we talked about. And there's not that I've seen so far. Okay, good. Because the group, at least you did stay on some good. You actually did mention some good things on that. But I told the others that you're planning on going to Twitch very soon. They do live streams from there, but it's whatever you decide, buddy. It's not that hard to find or describe, but as always, keep up the good work at any big moment. We also have Clan N for PC, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
And now pitch on the way.
The pitch by Wheeler. It's the right, ball 1. Ty O'Neill's batting 182.
We're in the second, 1-0 Mets.
But everything will be okay for the most part on Twitch. To the bottom, strike 1, 1-1. So okay, let's get down with it. Street Fighter V announces new characters, including Akira from the rival schools.
2 balls and a strike now.
Let me look on that. That's ball 2, 2-1. Like I said, you actually make a good point earlier this week, buddy. I can't blame it. Ball 3, 3-1. On deck is Jose Martinez, 82 average, 1 home run, 4 ribbies. He is on deck.
Because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of
To
the
the run, a swing and a miss, 3-2.
3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count,
So it's actually coming out of Street Fighter V Champion Edition.
Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Coming out of the swing struck him out. Second out for the Cardinals.
And that's out number 2.
Well, you know what they say that side, nobody screws with you, nobody messes with you. You do whatever investment you want to do because of entertainment, the graphics, and anything. At what point is that? I'm always make good points. Same with the ones from Zombie Gaming too. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. With the PS5, it's the #1 seed this year, and you know, anything. Brings up right fielder Jose Martinez, 82 average, 1 home run, 4 ribbies. I don't think my Angels going to be in the chat tonight. Not since yesterday. To the bottom, ball 1, 1-1. Off the bat.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Now Miyamoto fight. To the right, ball 2. 2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
We also have some news involving Avengers. Ground ball to right center field. And that will be a single. There will be a single for the Cardinals. Got the replay one more time on the screen. Ground ball to right. Brings up the catcher, Yadier Molina, guys. 109 average and 1 ribby. He's a catcher. Catchers actually have some sort of fine immortality when it comes to hitting the bat or something. Run on first, 2 outs. I would think so, but I'm not that bad with the expert on that. Up top, ball 1, 1-0. We also have Marvel's Avengers. You can meet your superhero, the home base, and the Hellcarrier. And I think the Hellcarrier was in, I don't know if it was in Suicide Squad or not. I'm not really sure. Ball 2. Well, it might have been just a stopper.
Laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches. And ideally,
it might have been the topper or something. Dead Silence answers, yeah, tomorrow is going to be fun. I'm going to main swapping off Xbox One S and PSVR. He did not want anymore. Oh, okay. So are you a little more excited that you're getting it? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you something. Is there anything you're going to do with that system going forward? Or are you going to be doing live streams with the console you have right now? And use the Xbox One S for anything you like? 3-1 count. Ball 4. First walk by Wheeler.
Going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off
as he walks Yadier Molina for the 7-12 Cardinals. Oh my goodness. Brings up Ponce Leon, the pitcher, on the mound for the 7-12 Cardinals. First and second, 2 outs. But yeah, what is your plan for by the time you get the Xbox One X?
Here comes the first pitch.
But yeah, it's all good.
2 men on with 2 men out.
Knowing me, stream with Xbox and PS4 Pro and Switch. I think that might also be a good difference maker with the PS5 that I'm doing for only next year. So, you guys will still have the same investments. The format's continuing as much as I can to do anything with that going forward. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Harry Potter movies. Let's racing streamers from HBO Max to an app called Peacock. Well, what does that mean? Well, jump on that. To the right, ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes
I'm definitely not reading this.
for no apparent reason.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. Well, I've seen a lot of Harry Potters over the years. I'm pretty sure you guys from Zombie Gaming have as well. To the left, struck him out. Big strikeout, and the inning is over.
Cards strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
We go to top of the third inning, game 2 in New York City. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Due up for the Mets, back to the lineup, is J.D. Davis, third baseman. He's off for 1, and he has flown out his first time. Leon has only given up 1 walk so far, so it hasn't been that bad. To the bottom, ball 1. To the bottom, strike 1, 1-1. Cubbies 2, D-backs 1 in Chicago.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Ball 2 to the left, 2-1. But at least you're a lucky man in the chat to have a couple of big systems like I do. This is actually the switch slide in this console I've had for nearly 6 years. There'll be a pop-up to foul territory to left center to left field. Makes the catch of a good point, and that's the first out for the Mets. Brings up center fielder Juan Lagares. He had to walk his first time. So there's really not much to think about with the PS5 intact. Foul ball to home base, strike 1. Be 0-1 considered. But as you guys can see, borderline 3 is almost done. Ground ball to first. Picks it up, goes to first base, and that's the second out for the Mets. Brings up Zach McNeil, second baseman. He popped out his first time, he's 0 for 1. Something rarely different, but a little more personal. Touch to the right, strike 1, swing and a miss. I've also seen Sports Time Machine do the 1980 baseball replays, and that would be the New York Mets and the New York Yankees, which is actually just the 2 teams in Major League Baseball history. The Montreal Expos, I think they used to be from Montreal, as far as I know, back in the 1980s. If I can recall. Foul ball to right in the stands. Strike 2. 2-2 by the Leon. Go back to Eisen News in a second. Swing and a miss. 3 outs in total, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. We go to bottom of the third inning. Mets 1, Cardinals nothing. Game 2 in New York City. Due up for the Cardinals will be Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1.
Third baseman in tight,
Gets the pitch.
The first pitch.
To the strike zone in the middle, 0-1. James Glenn reveals the Suicide Squad's DC Comics throwback logo. Swung too long, 0-2. That's strike 2 the same. So let's look at that, guys, and what that's according to plan. Okay, we can jump on this one. Hold on. Struck him out looking. 1 out for the Cardinals. 6 strikeout by Zach Wheeler. According to Jim Vizzola, director James Gwynn has revealed the very classic DC Comics accurate logo for his upcoming movie, The Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad has been kind of like an okay movie. I've seen it, but it was okay for what it was, but it was funny. Brings up Con Wong, second baseman. He's 1 for 1 of a single in the first inning. Something about a social post. And a pop-up. Foul territory to the left. Makes the catch defensively. Out number 2 for the Cardinals. Brings up Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman. Struck out his first time. He is 0 for 1.
Wheeler gets the sign. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1 at the bottom. 1-0. In a social media post, James Glenn revealed the logos for the Suicide Squad. that he says was sent to him as a birthday present from the filmmaking team. As of this point, ground ball center field, picked up by second, throws to first, and the side is retired. There's also 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. For the top of the 4th inning, Mets 1, Cardinals nothing. Game 2 in New York City. Well, it might be St. Louis. I'm not 100% sure.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey
Gwen's tweet included 4 logos for the film in different languages. As he actually got them the official title treatments for his birthday and the cast. So you guys on October, he's going to be showing us as we speak on August 22nd. So that'll be in a couple more weeks. Leading off for the Mets will be first baseman Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 with strikeout his first time.
Here comes the first pitch.
Well, most of us do know in the chat, guys, that he's going to be back in. I don't think Will Smith's not going to be back in it. Margaret Robbie, it's Harley Quinn, possibly. If I want to think about it for a second. To the right, 1 and 2. But it all depends. I mean, the second one might be okay. But the first one was not bad. Based on Suicide Squad, so it all depends. And it was actually a little more based on the comic opportunity there, too. To the right, strike 2.
Here's another 2-2.
But that side, how do you feel about having 3 systems? To be honest, I mean, I only acquire with 2. 2 is good enough for me. And that's ball 3.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he lays
ball 4, second walk by Leon. That's the second walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw
as he walks
exactly what we saw right
Alonso for the 11 and 8 Mets. Oh my goodness.
He made some good pitches,
here comes right fielder Michael Conforto. He is 0 for 1 with a line out in the second inning. Conforto at first, nobody out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's ball 1. Indians 4, Braves nothing, and Cleveland.
With just 2 hits apiece thus far. Throw down to second.
That's strike 1 at the bottom. 1 and 1. Runner will hold at first, I believe. Foul ball to right, strike 2. That deep position.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Foul ball to right, 1 and 2.
Another good swing to keep it going.
So there's actually the first comic that comes out of Suicide Squad. Fly balls, deep center field, and he makes catch, real good catch defensively. And that's the first out for the Mets. Runner will hold first base. The Gunshot logo should also be familiar to the fans who have seen the A-Team back in the 1980s Mercs on the Run TV series. I have seen the A-Team, guys. The movie itself is not bad. Ground ball center field. And that will be a single. And it will be a single for the Mets. Look at it one more time. Ground ball center field. As Gwen promised, the Suicide Squad will be among the many upcoming DC movies to set present fans with the first look footage and imaginary at DEC Fandom, Warner Bros. Virtual Convention that will be held on August 24th of this year, of this month at least. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 0-1. Brings up Didi Gregorius, shortstop. He singled and he drove in a ribby. He is 1 for 1. First and second, 1 out. Ball is low. Runner will hold first and second. And that's 1 and 1. So I think that'll be a good way to announce from Glenn. Strike 2, 1 and 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound two
Check swing,
balls in,
struck
and
him
they get
out.
right back outside.
And that's the
Nice
second out for the
Got him
Mets.
swinging on the fastball there.
Good strikeout off the bat.
Out number 2.
So that'll be coming out. Yeah, and it's coming out on August 6th of next year. So calling it the Suicide Squad. Not the Suicide Squad, but the. But with the THC on that. Ball 1 to the left. Brings out both Ramos Saketsu. He struck out in second. He is 0 for 1. Foul ball to home base, 1-1. It's a little more favorable. Ground ball to first, makes the catch to the foul spot. Good job, and the side is retired. Game 2 in New York City underway. Go to bottom of the 4th. Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Moderators in the chat. How many likes do we have tonight? Let me know. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Marcell Ozuna, left fielder. He lined out his first time and he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch by Wheeler. Strike 1 up top, 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into
Okay, let's
the middle
look at the other stuff. Part of tonight. Check swing, strike 2.
Behind 0-2 now.
That's 0-2. As one of them was trying to go for a check swing on that. Struck him out. First out for the Cardinals. Oh, wow.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now.
Guys, let's check out the ceiling trailer for Ridley Scott's new HBO Max series. We also have a little more news about the NBA by the name of Dominic Mitchell. That's right, Dominic Mitchell. Actually, Donovan Mitchell, excuse me. To the left, ball 1. Brings up Paul DeJong shortstop. He's 0 for 1. NBA star Donovan Mitchell with his Spider-Man inspired Adidas sneaker.
Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower
That might be a little something. According to Des Sneeden, NBA star Donovan Mitchell. Foul ball to right, 1-2. Head speed was 74 miles per hour. I'll look at it in a second. To the right, ball 2. 2-2. NBA star Donovan Mitchell has teamed up with Adidas to release a new sneaker inspired by everyone's favorite wall-crawling superhero, Spider-Man of the MCU. To the left, ball 3, 3-2. On deck is Tyrone O'Neal, 179 average. He is on deck. Hold on a second. Foul ball to right, strike 2. His speed was also 72 miles per hour. In the chat. Swung on and missed. Good try swinging on it. And that's second out for the Cardinals. And strike out by Zach Wheeler. On this Spider-Man inspired sneaker is a second release in Mitchell's footwear line DON, which stands for Determination Over Negativity. It was actually dubbed from Marvel X Adidas of the DON issue, number 2 Spidey Sense. Brings up center fielder Tyrone O'Neal. He struck out in second. He's 0 for 1. Are you still in the chat tonight, Dead Site? Let me know if you guys have anything. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
I know it's a guessing game, but
as that was actually foul tipped. The field features a very striking chance on that. Ball 1 to the left. And of a blend of glory mint. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he was still here, buddy. Check swing, took too late, and the side is retired. Three outs already. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Game 2, New York City. Go to top of the 5th. Mets 1, Cardinals nothing. Do what for the Mets? On the mound for the 11 and 8
He'll start things out as we begin
Mets.
the fifth.
It's Zach Wheeler. He's 0 for 1.
First pitch on its way.
The pitch by De Leon. To the left, ball 1. I think he's already given up 2 walks tonight. I think so. Ball
Now a
2.
good pitch
2 and
around
0.
these, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher.
Let me see
to lead
real
off the
quick.
inning and get yourself a quick
With a
out.
signal green
But now
and
you
solar
find
red.
yourself down 2-0,
Of
and
the
he's licking his
color
chops
tones
for
for
a
that
fastball.
sneaker. Because I think that
On
sounds
its
cool.
way is pitch number 75.
Ball
Too tight
3.
with that
3
one.
and 0.
3-0.
On deck will be Zadie
It's
Davis.
amazing how guys can lose
229,
focus
3 home
sometimes
runs,
when the
14
weaker
ribbies.
hitters come up,
He is
especially the
on
pitchers.
deck.
You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
To the
And
right,
good
strike
comeback
1.
there. It's 3-1.
Along with various bits of Spider-Man, imaginary, and comic book sound effects scattered throughout. I think that I just think it might be a little more sweet for that sneaker. Strike 2, 3 and 2.
And that'll run things full.
But we'll see what happens. Comes to 3 and 2 by De Leon.
Left side.
Ground ball to left.
DeYoung gathers it
Picked
in.
up by second. Does he get there? He does get him out.
Ground out, one
First
away.
out for the Mets. Good work defensively. Back to the lineup is Zadie Davis, third baseman. He has flown out and he has popped out. He's 0 for 2.
Out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here.
Pitch by De
His
Leon.
swing definitely broke down. Dropped his back
Swing and a miss
shoulder,
up top,
and
0
thus
and 1.
The result was a terrible pop-up. You know, hats off to the pitcher. Right
And
there.
true
He's got a
video
great hitter at the
active,
plate.
Spider-Man
It's early in the
fasten,
count, and he wanted to
and
get
even
ahead.
glows
Nice
in the
challenge
dark.
pitch right
But
there.
when it comes to
The
Sue's
windup
glowing in the
and
dark,
0-1.
there's a couple of Sues that
The
have it.
slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
When it comes to anything that's a little more classic. Foul ball to left, 1 and 2. I mean, I would like to think so, but trying to think there's any others, like glow in the dark with Sue's. Any sneakers or,
The 1-2.
you know, anything.
Rocks him
Struck
up
him
for
out
strike
up top.
3.
A good strikeout, and that's out number 2 for the Mets. A strikeout by Ponce de Leon. You guys can get a closer look at the Spidey Sense footwear in the slideshow gallery below. So what you guys can see, you've got a couple of green Sues. Pretty much a red and a little more bright
Here's
green
Juan Lagares now. He's
on
got a base
sneakers.
hit tonight, as he'll
Because
take
I
a
think
look at a high strike that time. It's
their
0-1.
design looks
He was
good.
retired via the ground ball last time up.
Especially with the inside Sue. But either way, that's going to be coming in beginning on August 28th. I think they may cost a lot of money, according to Donovan Mitchell. But it's going to be 100, guys. It's actually a lot of money. But you cannot beat that price either. 2 and 2 count. Ball 3. 3 and actually ball 1. Excuse me. 1 and 2. Here's the 1 and 2 by De Leon. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. 3 out, 3 down for the Mets. Game 2 in New York City.
Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth.
It might be
Here's
game
how
2
you
in
watch
St. Louis. 1-0
Thanks,
Mets.
Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his
Ninja
lineup so
starts
far.
streaming
And flat
on
out,
Twitch
he was
again
very
after a
pleased with the
mixer
quality of their
closer.
at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful.
Let's see where
in running up
that
the pitch
stands.
count. Something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets
I'll
tired
probably
and
jump
they are
into
forced
this.
to go to the bullpen.
According to
For
Matt
now,
TM
they're
Kim,
sticking to the
hold
plan.
on. Do up for the Cardinals is right fielder Jose Martinez. He's singled in second. He's 1 for 1. The 7 and 12 Cardinals are looking to get the goodest hits that they can for the 7 and 12 Cardinals this season. Anything for the best or anything a little more hopeful? Tyler Ninja Blevins
pitch on the way.
is choosing to spend
And he'll lay off the fastball here in a good spot.
his post-mixer career
1-0.
in a more flexible position after streaming on Twitch earlier today.
A swing
Fly
and
ball
the
to
drive
deep
sends
center
out
field,
toward the gap.
racing back, and it's goodbye ball, good night, it's gone. Solo shot by Jose Martinez. 407 feet. The deep center field. And it's actually a tie. It's 1-1 apiece in Game 2 in New York City. Look at that, guys. Second home run of his career. Jose Martinez. Fly ball to deep center field. Goodbye. Say goodnight. 1-1 apiece. Bottom of the fifth. Nobody out. Oh my goodness. To the bottom, 0-1. Brings up Yadier Molina. Ketzer. It's over to walk his first time. So, are you going to be relaxing tonight for the rest of the night, Dead Side? Or what is your plan? That'd be fly ball to deep center field again. Racing back, and he makes the catch. First out for the Cardinals. As there will be a Pens hitter. And the Pens hitter for the 7-12 Cardinals tonight in Game 2 in New York City will be Matt Wieters. Wieters is batting 77. Coupled with his recent debut on YouTube, and it seems, Believins isn't choosing to exclusively stream one service over the other thing. This marks the first time Believins has streamed on Twitch since leaving Mixer, which it actually got shut down last month. Believins signed an exclusive streaming deal with Microsoft's Mixer almost 1 year ago. But the service has been resettled and absorbed by Facebook. Ninja said something on Twitter, and I quote, "Super early stream planned. Foul ball to left, strike 2, 2-2. Within 14 hours, was a super success on Twitch. At this point, struck him out looking. Good strikeout, second out for the Cardinals. 10th strikeout by Zach Wheeler.
He could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
That'll bring up Tommy Edman, third baseman. Struck out twice, he is 0 for 2. At Dr. Lupo, I really missed this. After streaming on Twitch, Believin said that he had average status on Twitch. Be fly ball to left. It's foul, 0-2. Some guy by the name of Believins after shutting down Mixer, I assume. Apparently Believins said that his status on Twitch, a tongue and a cheek joke, apparently. Ball 2, 2-2. Considering his popularity. Twitch's official Twitter account responded that it was nice to see him around on Twitch. But ever since he was free from his Mixer contract, he was rumored to make millions, and he has since been found streaming on other services like, for example, YouTube. But he did not sign a contract with YouTube, apparently. Foul ball to left, strike 2. That'll be a 3-2 count. And he was signing with the other one. Ball. On the mound for the 11-8 Mets, as he walks Tommy Edman for the 7-12 Cardinals. Brings up Colin Wong, second baseman. He singled his first time. He is 1 for 2. But yeah, if we would have been interested, I think he would be interested in signing one with Twitch either. Video game streaming services such as Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook are locking popular streamers to the services. Rapid Logic, when he recently retired from music to stream exclusively with Twitch, and PewDiePie signed an exclusive streaming deal with YouTube. With YouTube on that, with Twitch automatically. Second swing at the bottom, 0-2. In the bullpen for the 11-8 Mets is Dustin Wilson, southpaw, and Paul Sewald, the righty. So I think it's a little more favorable for him. I would think maybe.
Set to deliver on nothing in
Second swing again, struck him out, and the side is retired. We play of the hit by Jose Martinez, fly ball to deep center field. It's actually game 2 in St. Louis, I would assume. Go to top of the 6th. Mets 1, Cardinals 1. And coming to the mound. So, on the mound for the 7-12 Cardinals, game 2 in New York City, underway, will be John Brebbia. Making the 7th start of the season with 9 strikeouts and 7.1 innings pitched. So yeah, Logic retired, I think, a while ago. Oh, okay, buddy. Keep up the good work and have a good night. If you need anything, buddy, you know where to find me on Twitter. Anytime. Or from Zombie Gaming. You just let us know and keep up the good work, as always.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything.
Cubbies 4, D-backs 1 in Chicago. Oh, like I sasaid, have a good night, buddy. Stay safe out there. 1-0 count. Swing and a miss up top, 1-1.
Has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today.
Let me see how many likes we have in the chat tonight. Since you guys were expecting the Last of Us Part 2 tonight, since we had a pretty good success the other night, guys will have a new episode on Friday with Final Fantasy VII. Which I think it might be a little more interesting, so I don't think it'll be a problem. I don't think so. What's going on, Puddin'? Did you miss me already tonight? Welcome to the stream. Ball 2. Deadside was actually leaving, since he's actually going to be sleeping in for the rest of the night. Swing and a miss. First out for the Mets.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high
Yankees 4, Royals nothing in New York City.
That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully
now, my love and I were talking about this, about Tom Hanks. About reteaming with Forrest Gump, director for Pinocchio thing. Any particular reason, Sam? Let me know in the chat, baby. Ground ball center field. And that will be a single. Athletics 2, Blue Jays 1 in Oakland. And it will be a single for the Mets, according to El Red Sox fan. If you guys have not seen him go live in the chat, you guys can go ahead and check him out anytime you'd like. He's been doing some 1960s baseball, Stratomatic. I mean, if I had Stratomatic, I think it would be good. But I haven't been checking up on Amazon lately. Brings out right fielder Michael Confronto. The lineup in the 4th inning, he's 0 for 2.
The 0-1 pitch.
But let me ask you guys this. For next year, I want to know what you guys think. In a second. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout. And that's the second out for the Mets.
That was a nasty looking slider.
Brebbia is on the mound for the 7-12 Cardinals as we speak. Let's get to some news for Tom Hanks.
Then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So up top, 1-0, ball 1. Brings up Jonas Cespedes. He's 2 for 2. He's 12 in 2 singles and 12 in a run. We'll get to that in a second. Runner at first, 2 outs.
The 1-0 delivery.
Strike 1 to the left, 1-1.
The outer part of the plate. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1.
I'll tell you in a second. Take swing ball 2. But if I was managing the Detroit Tigers, guys, my love would love me forever. Trust me. To the left, 1, 2, and 2. How much would you love me if I did manage the Tigers, honey? Ball 3.
Misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
On deck is Didi Gregorius, 241, 4 ribbies. He is on deck. Struck him out. I thought that was a hit, but strikeout. And the side is retired with great commentary. Game 2 in St. Louis, I assume. But the bottom of the 6th, Mets 1, Cardinals 1. And on the mound for the 11-8 Mets will be Justin Wilson. Wilson making his 12th start of the season. 2-0 record, 4.22 ERA, and 11 strikeouts to his credit. And due up for the 7-12 Cardinals in Game 2 in New York City. Or in St. Louis, excuse me, will be Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman. Struck out and he is grounded out. He's 0 for 2. So according to, okay, get ready baby, hold on. According to Jesse Wade, to the left, ball 1, Tom Hanks is reportedly back in negotiations to play Geppetto in Disney's Pinocchio remake. Instead of Paul King, the Pinocchio remake will be reportedly directed by Robert Zemeckis or something, who directed Tom Hanks in The Forrest Gump, Castaway, and The Polar Express. Because those three movies are good. But if I were to pick out of the 3, ball 2, 2 and 1. If I were to pick 3 out of 3, I would go with. I think I would go considering all 3, since he has experience as Woody, and Tom as hold on, swing and it bounces off the wall and it's gone. Fly ball to deep right center field. I didn't see that, but that's the first home run by Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt is a former batter for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And as the Cardinals, as it's now 2-1 Cardinals. Game 2 in St. Louis. For the 7-12 Cardinals, it's 2-1 Cardinals. In Game 2 in St. Louis, look at it one more time. Fly ball to deep right center field. That is Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
But I would have to go with all 3 guys, to be honest. 2-1 Cardinals. Game 2 in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th, nobody out. Ball 1 to the right, 1-0. Brings out Marcell Ozuna. He struck out and he is lined out. He's 0 for 2. He's a left-handed batter. Deadline reported on Wednesday that Tom Hanks has read a script by Zemeckis and Chris Windholz. And Tom Hanks contacted Zemeckis directly to tell him that he wants to be in the movie to play as Geppetto, the father of Pinocchio. If you guys have seen Pinocchio, tell me in the chat. Indians 5, Braves nothing in Cleveland.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Foul ball to right, 2-1. Considered strike 1. But there hasn't been anything going on right now. But he is interested in playing Geppetto. Geppetto for sure. But I don't know who played Geppetto and Disney's Pinocchio in the past. I think it was Drew Carey, but it might have been just a play. Struck him out looking. That's the first out for the Cardinals. But I really don't know. I mean, I would think so. I think it was Drew Carey. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been Hank Azaria from The Simpsons. I don't know. To the right, strike 1. Brings up Paul DeZong. He's 0 for 2. Tom Hanks is in early discussions to play Geppetto in Disney's upcoming live-action adaptation of Pinocchio. So up top, strike 2. 0-2. Director of Paddington, Paul King will be directing the film at this point. Foul ball to right, strike 2, which I assume it would be. While Enzo Manillo and Chris Weeds or something. Up top, ball 1, 1 and 2. And they're going to be as producers. King wins and Simon. Ball 2, 2 and 2. Final boy all wrote the current draft of the screenplay. When it comes to anything for sure between the movies. Foul ball to right, 2 and 2. Pinocchio joins the other recent animated Disney films who have received a live-action remake. and it struck him out at the bottom. Didn't see the ball, and that's a strikeout. And that's the second out for the Cardinals. And they actually saw huge numbers at the box office, including Beauty and the Beast, which made $1.2 billion in 2017. With the one that recently played in the Hobbit trilogy and it wasn't Orlando Bloom, it was somebody else. It was some other man. I think it was Alexander Syndergaard or something. Tyler O'Neill's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And the Jungle Book, which was $966.5 million back in that time being in 2016. But we do know that Disney is already planning on release 3 live-action adoptions last year. To the left, ball 1, 1 and 2. That'll be with Dumbo on March 29th, Aladdin on May 24th, which I have. Now you also have The Lion King on Disney Plus on July 19th. So what do you guys think in the chat? Pardon? It's my #1 moderator. I want to hear what you guys have to say from Zombie Gaming. He's going to be live tomorrow night around 9 o'clock. So I for one am still going to be Zombie Gaming with them. That swing struck him out. And the side is retired. There's the replay. Paul Goldsman with the solo shot to deep right center field. Game 2 in St. Louis on the way. With the top of the 7th inning. It's the Cardinals 2, Mets 1.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning.
So I don't know. I think Tom Hanks would do good and Petto. Hey. Cheers to Brother Mark. What's up, Brother Mark? How are you tonight, brother? Pun, are you still in the chat? Let me know. Do what for the Mets? Will be Didi Gregorius, shortstop. He's 1 for 2, a single, and he had driven a ribby. The pitch by Ababria, foul ball to right, strike 1. But how are you tonight, Brother Mark? Strike 2 to the upper left, 0-2. Cubbies 7, D-backs 1 in Chicago. Foul ball to right, strike 2. But when it comes to ideas from Donovan Mitchell, swing and a miss. First out for the Mets.
Nice job there, taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game,
Brother Mark and Sats has been busy. I was at my ZF sale at Mars house. Oh, how's that going? By chance. Brings out both of Ramos to Ketzer. He struck out and he gets lined out. He's 0 for 2. But how are you and Mars doing, by chance? I'm gonna see if there's any more news right now. If not, you guys can see yourself news. Let me see. I would think so too. 5 ball to center, left center field. It's a pop-up. And makes the Cats. Defensively, and that's the second out for the Mets. Yankees 4, Royals nothing in New York City. And pinch hitting for the 11-8 Mets is Robinson Cano, don't you know. 125, 1 ribby. White Sox 5, Tigers 1, the final in Detroit. Strike 1 to the right, 0-1. Robinson Cano is batting 125, 1 ribby. If you guys love my commentary forevermore, by the time I buy the PS5 afterwards, let me know in the chat. Pop up to left center to left, and that's foul ball, 0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Foul ball to right, 0-2. We also have Castlevania T-shirts on sale on the IGN store. Now Castlevania's been really good, but I've only I haven't played any of the Castlevania games yet, but they've been really smooth, to be honest. 1 and 2 count. Foul ball to left, 1 and 2. There's also a review of Razer's updated esports headset of its No Thrills quality audio.
The 1-2.
Foul ball to right, 1 and 2.
And he stays alive.
Well, I'll read the chat in a second.
The next 1-2 pitch.
There'll be pop up to left, to line. Does he grab it? Does he grab it? He does not. Defensively, it's still 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a fastball.
Ball 2.
Misses.
And I let my DF Sailor Mars cook food. I've been watching TV. Oh, that's good. So what kind of food did you guys have tonight?
He stays alive.
Hopefully you guys had a good romantic time. As always. I mean, my opponent and I haven't had time together since last week, again. Foul ball to left, 2 and 2. But I am slated to make my return on the 12th, apparently. Pop up to left center field. He gets under it, makes the catch. The side is retired. We played 6.5, guys. Game 2 in St. Louis. Go to bottom of the 7th inning. Cardinals 2 and the Mets 1. And on the mound for the 11-8 Go-Go Mets will be Brad Bratz. Bratz making his 13th start of the season. 1-0 record, 2.70 ERA. And due up for the Cardinals will be Jose Martinez. He had a solo shot and he's over a single. He's 2 for 2. The guys can see yourself. News. Well, like I said, guys, I'm off at 11:30 tomorrow. Then I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But you guys will have, well, Friday. Well, Friday, you guys will have a new episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then The Last of Us 2. I was going to do it earlier tonight, but that's going to be Friday. But tomorrow, you guys will have Final Fantasy VII. Just 7 Remake, for sure. Because I think we might be okay. 0-2 count by Brett. That'll be fly ball to deep left center field. Does he race back in time? He does. Makes the catch, 1 away for the Cardinals. That'll bring up Ketsu Yadier Molina. He's 12 and a walk in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Pizza and corn dogs. I eat 4 corn dogs, 4 pizzas. My DFC will must be
ready to deliver. Here's the
babe. That make you fat. I say, dear, I have to eat to live. Yeah, exactly. And it's so far of a drinking too, you know. Drinking regular is something too. You know. It's like if you're trying to have a beverage to have something for it, you've got to have something that'll get your energy back to wash that stuff around in your body. So if you don't, your ass is gonna get sick. I mean, not have anything left. That's the 2nd out for the Cardinals. But as long as you have a drink in your body, that'd be fine. Like, say, Pop for 1. I mean, I've been staying away from Pop at almost a normal time. I've been having lemonade and OJ, aka Sunny D. Sunny D is kind of like OJ. And pen sitting for the 7 and 12 Cardinals will be Matt Carpenter. He only has a 48 average. Ace 2, Blues Ace 2 in Oakland. But I'm not going back to Diet Pop. That crap would get back into my system. Get myself plugged up again. So no. But it's all good. People need to have some stuff to eat. When you say baby, it's my #1 moderator. If you don't mind, please. From Zombie Gaming. 1-0 count by Bratz. It's like swing at the bottom. 1 and 1. Oh, Desato to Zombie, something about all available members. Let's help a member out by the name of Ball 2. 2 and 1. Let's help a fellow member out to tell a Zombie sent you. By the name of HZX does video games. So HZX's video that she's live right now, she's doing Bloodborne. It says this is my gym. But I really did like Bloodborne. Bloodborne's kind of like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but On deck is Tommy Edman. He's on deck. Here's a 3-1 by Brantz. And the pits.
3-1.
Foul ball to left, 3-2. Agree. If you get sick, have to get feel better. If I was sick, I got to feel better till Sunday. Well, that's good. So swing at the bottom. He's out. Second out for the Cardinals. Next week, Sidus retired. Excuse me. We go to top of the 8th. Game 2 in St. Louis. Cardinals 2 and the Mets 1. As a Denver Pets will be on the mound as well. As it will be coming to the mound for the 7-12 Cardinals in Game 2 of St. Louis will be Jordan Hicks. Hicks making his 5th game appearance, 1-1 record, 1 save, 1.93 ERA, and 5 strikeouts. Well, what do you have to say about that, honey? Due up for the Mets will be third baseman J.D. Davis. Struck out in the 5th, he is 0 for 3. So yeah, Bloodborne's actually a really good game that I've enjoyed.
First pitch coming, here it is.
But since Demon's Souls is coming out next year for PS5, wait a minute, I want to see when that game's coming out. Brother Mark in the chat, out of the 65 moderators, same with my point as my #1 moderator. Did you read my love's comments already? Since him and I have been together for 1,137 days. Ground ball to second, throws the first one away. Pirates 1, Giants nothing in Pittsburgh, go Steelers. Brings up center fielder Juan Lagares. He's off for 2, but throwing to walk his first time. Brother Mike, did you say hi to my pun today? Or not yet? To the left, ball 1, slider.
1-0 the count. The 1-0.
That'll be fly ball to deep center field. Racing back. He's not going to get much under it. Does he get it? He does not. And that'll bounce off the wall. People were thinking it would have been a home run, but that'll be a leadoff triple. First over by Juan Lagares for the 11-8 Mets. Look at it one more time. It looks like a home run to me, but it does bounce off the wall defensively. Brings up Jeff McNeil. Oh my goodness, second baseman. He's 0 for 3 of a strikeout in the 6th inning. 11-8 Mets looking to twist and turn. But when is Demon's Souls coming out again for next year? Let me see. I'm just wanting to know when that's coming out. Runner at third, 1 out.
Ready with the first pitch.
The pitch by Hicks. Ball 1.
Fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball.
Yeah, Super Saiyans like me, when we get sick, we can't use our power. When we feel better, we get strong. We get stronger. Definitely. Even though sickness is not going to bring anybody around. It's like if somebody has the virus, you know, people cannot be around not much people. But it's all good. It'll end very soon. To the left, strike 1. My opponent says, I never want to get the COVID-19 because of my diabetes, and that is because I don't want to end up in the hospital. Exactly, honey. You get tired of being in the hospital and staying the night for that set too. You don't need to be in there again. Trust me. I've been in the ER a little more than twice. My hernia surgery and my bowel movements. And they sometimes bother the crap out of me. Ground ball to first. Tags him from first, and that's out number 2 for the Mets. Oh my goodness. Good job defensively. Paul Goldsmith for the 7-12 Cardinals. Okay, Demon's Souls for PS5. That's coming out on well, we don't know when that's coming out, but I'm intrigued to know when that game's going to be getting good. Besides, Ratchet and Clank will be the next game by next year. Same with maybe Hitman 3. But I'm going to be looking at a lot of games next year. But I'm definitely taking my time on those investments, depending on what I do with the PS4 investments that I have now. So, it all depends. That's strike 2, 0-2. Peter Lanza's 1 for 2. Ball 1 to the left, 1-2. I'll read the chat in a second, guys. Hold on. Ball 2 by Hicks on the mound for the 7-12 Cardinals. 2-2 count. Foul ball to left, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good strikeout. And the side is retired.
One hit, one left. Home half of the 8th.
We'll get one more time.
Cards lead it 2-1.
We go to bottom of the 8th. Game 2 in St. Louis. Cardinals 2 and the Mets 1.
Seth Lugo.
On the mound for the 11-8 Go-Go Mets with Seth Lugo. 11th game of the season. 1-1 record, 2 saves, 6.30 ERA, and 9 strikeouts. Due out for the Cardinals with third baseman Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 2 and drove in the walk in the 5th. Brother Mark and Sat says, that reminds me. I've been protecting my friends from bad YouTuber Deacon Cox for good reason. I have no clue who that is. I mean, is he kind of like Team Gohan? Is it kind of like Gohan or something? Because I do know you told a story about Team Gohan in the past. Well, let me look up Ratchet and Clank real quick. Because I'm definitely buying that set next year. Foul ball to left. Strike 1, 2-1. On that count. But like I said, I'm striving for Ratchet and Clank next year. I've been the first one for PS4 in the past. I did that. I did that a couple years ago. Trust me. 2-1 count. To the bottom, strike 2. 2-2. But I don't know, it all depends if there's any other quite crazy theory on that. Ball 3. 3-2. On deck will be Con Wong. 227, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. He is on deck. Ball 4. That's a walk by the pitch on the mound for the 11-8 Mets.
He's really struggled with his command in this game.
As he walks Tommy Edman, the 7-12 Cardinals.
One of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
That'll bring up second baseman Con Wong. 1 for 3. A single in the first inning. Now PS5, yep. Runner at first, nobody out. Point, keep looking and looked at in the chat, please. Ball 1 to the left. Deacon Cox is a former friend. He's been making drama for 2018. Yes, he's like Team Gohan. Deacon, he's been blowing my friends. Tried that on the right woman. Okay. Ball 2, 2-0. At the bottom, Con Wong's 1 for 3.
To start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only.
But at first, we're going to go for a steal.
Now he'll probably have to challenge.
Check swing, and a runner is checked out. Runner was trying to steal second, and that's 2-1. Good try trying to steal second. That was actually Tommy Edman at first base. We'll get it one more time. Oh my!
Long throw without any legs underneath it, so hats off to him on that one.
And that's actually, yeah, he got caught out. Gets a sign. 2-1 by Lugo. Foul ball to left. 2-2. Yeah, Rift Apart coming out next year. I'm definitely buying that for that schedule. To the right, struck him out. Second out for the Cardinals.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing.
I told him you don't leave my family and my friends alone. I'll expose it 1,000 times, Deacon. True. If he were to buy the PS5, guess what? Actually, there's a good. I'm gonna say this good line again from Robert De Niro. Never rat on your friends. It's like if they don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But more importantly, we follow the most important rule. For example, Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman, he's driving a homer in 6th inning. He's 1 for 3, and that would be, Brother Mark, never rat on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut. People should do those things. To the right, ball 1, 1-1. But there you go. Never rat on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut. And at all times. We don't have anything good to say on that. 1-1 count by Lugo. To the right, foul ball, 1-2. So far it's been clear up here tonight too. To the right, ball 2. Pitch speed was 81 miles per hour. To the right, 2-2. Oh my OMG, wild drama. I thought I was the drama queen here, but I thought a guy, Tech Swing struck him out. And that side is retired, guys. But I thought a guy was a drama king and a 28-year-old. Go to top of the 9th inning, game 2 in St. Louis, Cardinals 2, Mets 1. Leading off for the Mets will be Michael Confronto. He's 0 for 3. Strike out in 6th inning. Game 2 at St. Louis at this point. It's a pitch by Hicks. Up top, 0-1. Right, if he starts drama again, I will stand my ground, teach him a lesson. But what do you guys think about that line with Pet Justice? Cubbies 8, D-backs 5 in Chicago. Well, at least he doesn't give a crap about Gary Busey. Pet Justice. Pet Justice.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Outside the zone. 1 away for the Mets. Second strikeout by Jordan Hicks. He is on the mound for the 7-12 Cardinals tonight.
That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's your one to Cespedes.
Ground ball to left. Picked up by third baseman. Throws the first, out number 2 for the Mets. The Mets are down to their final out. Last chance for the Mets. Didi Gregorius, shortstop, comes to the bat. 1 for 3 for single and drove in a ribby. The pitch by Hicks. Foul ball to right, 0-1 from that foul line.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Foul ball, ground ball to third. This would end it. Game 2, he's got him. And the Cardinals take game 2 in St. Louis. The Cardinals are now 8-12. Cardinals going up at 8-12, winning by 1 over the Mets, down to 11-9. 2-1, the final score, guys. Cardinals are now 8-12 of the season. Oh my goodness. You know what they say, anything they can do, any team can do better at the most part. Was to protect the sailor wife and your Princess Serena. But there's only one person, Brother Mark, that most of us have to watch out for. Can you tell him who it is, honey? See who that, if you can tell her who she is, of who we're thinking about for some reason, let me know. For the 8-12 Cardinals, Jose Martinez was 2 for 3 for a home run and a ribby. Paul Goldschmidt was 1 for 4 for the same thing. Gautam Molina had the ball for 0 for 2 of a strikeout. Colin Wong was 2 strikeouts for 1 for 4. For the 11-9 Mets, Juan Lagares had a triple. Gil Cespedes was 2 for 4. Robinson Cano 0 for 1. And shortstop Didi Gregorius had a ribby. He's 1 for 4. With game 2 in St. Louis in the books, Cardinals go up to 8-12 over the Mets to 11-9. In St. Louis, 2-1, 4 hits, 1 error, 5 hits, and no errors. Oh my goodness. Cardinals are now 8-12 of the season. We'll simulate that. Sosa's back with AAA with the Redbirds. As far as the other teams go, like I said, But my point says, remember your place so far. She actually gives a funny, outstanding gimmick right here. I'm like, if I hear that one more time, something terrifying would happen in between it. Trust me, I think there would be, to be honest. As far as the other teams go, we've got the same attack, guys, while we're doing this. As the Yankees go up to 10-10, even over the Royals to 10-11 in New York City. 4-0 shutout, 7 hits, no errors, 4 hits and no errors. Massive second win. I did ban him from my YouTube channels. He's been talking bad about me for no reason. If me and Sam wants to get married, I have to keep works. As they grab the win against the visiting Royals, 4-0. But what would he do for my Angel and I, brother Mark? Would he protect the same thing, or what would he do a little, or would he do a little more than that? To be honest, the White Sox improve up to 14-6 over the Tigers to 6-15 and Detroit. 5-1, 10 hits, no errors, 7 hits with no errors. Kopech with his first win. Cologne with his 9th save. The Cubbies go up to 13-7 by 3-15. Chicago, Illinois. 8-5, 13 hits, 1 error, 7 hits with no errors. Gustavus, 2-0 start on the mound for the 13-7 Cubbies. The win was their 5th straight. And Brandon Bell was 3rd save. That's the show for today. Get the 8th win up to 8-11 over the Giants, down to 5-17 of the season in Pittsburgh. 2-1, 9 hits, 1 error, 6 hits, no errors. Rodriguez with his first win. The Athletics go up to 8-6 by 3 runs. I'm Sailor Moon, aka Serena. Yep. But what is the only main enemy that we have to watch out for, guys? Baby, can you do the honors for that, please? So Brother Mark can try to recognize it. I mean, what is the only person that we were looking at? Let me know. I know Rennie is Serena's daughter. Yep, exactly. I am most powerful Super Saiyan in our Universe 7, but whatever I choose, for me, it's to do what is right. People are correct. People might be certain, but nobody is right. That's the important thing. 7-4 in Oakland. 7 hits, 1 error. 11 hits, no errors. Madigan was 4th win. Larry Hendricks was 4th save. The Indians go up to 12-8 over the Braves to 10-11 in Cleveland. 5-0 shutout. 9 hits, 4 hits, and 1 error. They protect my daughter. Yep. Absolutely. That's also another thing. Danny Salazar with his 3rd win on the mound for the 12-8 Indians. The Red Sox going up to 13-8 over the Rays to 12-9 in Tampa. 7-3, 14 hits, 7 hits, 1 error. Chris Sale with 2nd win. Matt Barnes with 2nd save. The Marlins go up to 6-15 over the Nationals to 12-7 in Miami. 5-3, 7 hits, 8 hits, 1 error. 10 of his first win. Stricken-Ryder with 3rd save on the mound for the 6-15 Marlins. The Twins go up to 11-8 by 6 runs over the Orioles, down to 10-12 in Baltimore. 8-2, 12 hits, no errors. 6 hits and 2 errors. Romero with his first win. Mother Mark said, Sailor Mars maybe. Sills Krauts, she's still human. But I have to keep Rennie's kids have learned what is right or wrong. Absolutely. I've actually learned from that since I was a kid. Well, like I said, baby, what is the only main enemy we have to watch out for in the chat? I'm not going to bring What's Her Face in the chat right now, because she's just been, I don't know if she's buying the PS5. I really don't give a damn what's going on with that. But all I care about is you guys in the chat, Walmart for over 3 years, and the PS5 this year. You guys are going to be very entertained when I'm bringing to the table. Trust me. As the Dodgers go up to 14-9 by 1 over the Brewers to 7-15 in Milwaukee. 3-2, 7 hits, no errors. Kelly up to a 3-0 start for the 14-9 Dodgers of the season. Jansen was 5th save. The Astros improved to 15-5 over the Rangers to 9-11 in Texas. 7-2, 12 hits, 4 hits, 2 errors. Brandon Peacock for 2nd win. The Rockies go up to 11-11 even over the Phillies to 10-10 even in Colorado. 2-1, 8 hits, 4 hits, no errors. Saw was 3rd win. Brother Mark says, 2 anime shows I know from Sailor Moon series is Sailor Moon and Sailor Moon Crystal. I haven't watched Moon Crystal since I read a couple of big articles about what's going on, but I haven't been following it that much, not since last month that I read to you guys, so I really don't know. Or I will have your head and Prince Arian will. Baby, what is the main villain we have to watch out for, who has 41 supporters? That's not buying the PS5, which I don't think she is. When it comes to making a lot of cash from that, like most of us do, with Walmart and I for over 3 years. Steve's was 4th save. The Reds improved to 15-6 in a shutout win over the Padres, down to 15-7 in San Diego. 7-0 shutout, 14 hits, along with 8 hits and no errors. Trevor Bauer up to a 2-0 start with the 15-6 Reds. And the Mariners go up to 11-13 over the Angels to 15-7 in Los Angeles. 4-1, 7 hits, no errors, 6 hits, and no errors. Milan was his first win, and Vala was 8th save. And next time, guys, the Cardinals are now 8-12 this season. Took Game 2 in St. Louis 2-1. We'll get to that in a second. Dang, don't have to try to scare me. My opponent and I scare each other every now and then when it comes to anything better or anything specialty. When it comes to anything for sure, with love, passion, the PS5 intact, and a couple other things too. As baseball will be, I think Friday. No. I think it'll be this weekend. I have seen all the Sailor Moon series. Yep, exactly right. As it will be the series finale next time. As it will be the 8-12 Cardinals hosting the 11-9 Go-Go Mets in the series finale in St. Louis. As it will be on the mound for the 8-12 Cardinals will be Zach Flattery, 1-3, 34 strikeouts, 1.73 ERA. And on the mound for the 11-9 Mets will be Jacob deGrom, 2-1, 29 strikeouts, 3.55 ERA. As far as the other teams go, we've got the 11-8 Twins taking on the 10-12 Orioles in Baltimore. Perez 2-0, 2.82 ERA versus Chowski, 2.76 ERA. The 10-10 Yankees hosting the 10-11 Royals in New York City. Keller 2-1, 3.20 ERA versus Savinio, 3.12 ERA. I think that matchup should be good and close. See what when it goes down to the middle. The 16-15 Tigers hosting the 14-6 White Sox in Detroit this season. Galito 1-0, 1.13 ERA versus McKay, 8.31 ERA. 6-15 Marlins hosting the 12-7 Nationals in Miami. Ross 0-1, 1.67 ERA versus Lopez, 2.81 ERA. 5-17 Giants taking on the 8-11 Pirates in Pittsburgh. I don't know when Sailor Moon the movie is coming out. We have to wait till it comes out. Our sister Sailor Neptune says, hey. Ah, sweet. Hey. But how's Neptune doing? I mean, if she were to get some help in zombie gaming, we would help her out. But first and foremost, we have to help my Angel out. She's only at 23. So we'll see what happens. See what happens down the road. Samosa 0-2, 4.91 ERA versus Chris Archer, 2-0, 86 ERA. Rival time 13-8 Red Sox taking on the 12-9 Rays in Tampa. David Price 2-2, 4.68 ERA versus Snell, 3.65 ERA. The 14-9 Dodgers. She's okay. She made 3 videos on her YouTube channel. Ah, sweet. That's good. In Milwaukee, Uranus 1-1, 72 ERA versus Peralta, 2.45 ERA. The 13-7 Cubbies hosting the 6-15 Diamondbacks in Chicago. Weaver 0-4, 12.56 ERA versus Hendricks, 1.55 ERA. 15-5 Astros taking on the 9-11 Rangers in Texas. Garrett Cole 1-1, 4.13 ERA versus Lynn, 4.24 ERA. Whereas everybody knows what that stands for. It's earned run average or earned runs allowed. Between the two abbreviations for it, it stands for ERA. 10-10 Phillies versus the 11-11 Rockies in Colorado. Nola 3-0, 1.80 ERA versus Freeland, 8.24 ERA. 11-13 Marlins. Actually, let me rephrase it again. 11-13 Mariners taking on the 15-7 Angels in LA. Sheffield 0-3, 8.16 ERA versus Pena, 4.43 ERA. The 8-16 Athletics hosting the 8-14 Blue Jays in Oakland. Clay Buchholz 0-3, 10.80 ERA versus Luzardo, 9.72 ERA. Another huge matchup again, 15-6 Reds visiting the 15-7 Padres in San Diego. Castillo 3-1, 3.24 ERA versus Gary Richards. 3-0, 1.90 ERA. Might be another good matchup for sure. And the 10-11 Braves taking on 12-8 Indians in Cleveland. Fried 1-0, 5.60 ERA versus Corey Kluber. 3.62 ERA. Okaza Sarah Uranus is fighter and racer. Yep. Everybody knew that from the start. What it has. We're gonna do some. I think we're gonna do some standings real quick. As the Cardinals are now 8-12. As the 8-12 Cardinals are only trailing by a game and a half game behind the 8-11 Pirates. But the ones that are on top right now is the 13-7 Cubbies and the 15-6 Reds in the National League Central. Well, we'll see how everything else goes down. The 8-12 Cardinals still have some good, healthy shots on that, so we'll see what happens. In the National League West, the one that's the leader is the 15-7 Padres. 14-9 Dodgers are second. The even 11-11 Rockies have won 2 games, as they won 6 games out of the last 10. For the 11-11 Rockies in Colorado. National League West as well. 2 wins for the 13-8 Red Sox. 2 losses in a row for the 12-9 Reds. For the 10-10 Yankees, they're trying to build their balance. It's only a game and a half behind the 12-9 Rays. 2 losses in a row for the 8-14 Blue Jays as well. It's only 2 games behind the 10-12 Orioles. There's still a lot of baseball to go for sure. Yes, I did tell her cousin Uranus, you already make me proud. Become a good driver. Yep. With great power comes great responsibility all the way around. 3 wins in a row for the 14-6 White Sox in American League Central. 2 wins for the 12-8 Indians. And sadly for my 11-9 Tigers, the Tigers are 6-15 of the season. 4 consecutive losses for the 6-15 Tigers. It's only 4 games behind the 10-11 Kansas City Royals at this point in time. 5 wins in a row for the red-hot 15-5 Astros, but not to be outdone. Only 2 losses for the 15-7 Angels. 4 consecutive losses for the 9-11 Rangers. 2 wins for the 8-16 Athletics. And that is also in the American League West. 2 losses in a row each by the 10-10 Phillies and 10-11 Braves. 1 win for the 6-15 Marlins in the National League East. But alrighty guys, I'm going to stop here for the night. I'm going to get out of here so I can see what the Super Bowl meeting had to offer tonight. I did send a couple of super chats, but I'll tell you more in a second. Hold up. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. The Cardinals are now 8-12 of the season. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19, the next episode for MLB 19, menacing the 8-12 Cardinals, it's not going to be tomorrow. I think it's going to be this Saturday, since I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, since I'm, as we speak, starting after I'm done being off work at 11:30 tomorrow. And plus, my appointment's not going to be off the art studio till 2 tomorrow and every Friday, of Thursday and Friday, because I do Final Fantasy VII Remake during the time. Final Fantasy VII will be tomorrow night as we speak. Friday morning, you guys will have, I think I'm going to do Final Fantasy VII on Friday night, and then The Last of Us 2 on Friday morning. You guys are awesome. Always keeping up the good work and always sticking around from Zombie Gaming. That's why most of us are always a family to Zombie Gaming. The same with Brother Mark too, you know. I see a lot of familiar faces that are always coming around, as always. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, next episode will be Saturday, so we can jump on that for the 8-12 Cardinals. But make sure, guys, hit that red support button if you guys are new in the chat from Zombie Gaming. Of the Iamacreator group equals Payitforward and be rewarded. Also, smash that like button, tweet it out, send a comment. Add it to a playlist. If you guys have a Twitter, follow me on Twitter, get it out there, do what you have to do with any segment in between. We watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. If we're all good and already been done for as good as we can, and not much to provide on that. And if you guys want to carefully vote for the idol, I suggest you guys can vote Aladdin or the Greatest Showman. Aladdin with 28, Greatest Showman with 12. I will be back tomorrow night, guys, with Final Fantasy VII Remake, so we can see what we got to do going forward with the Coliseum already been done for Cloud, Tifa Lockhart, and Barrett. So we'll just have to see if we can bring Aerith back to the Coliseum story. But alrighty, guys. You guys have a good night. I want to say thank you, Brother Mark. Baby, I love you, aka Serena, my princess. As always, and thank you, Deadsight, for coming in tonight, too. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with VII Remake. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with Final Fantasy VII Remake after I get done with work 7 to 11:30 with Subway on tabs. Same time, same channel. And I'll see you guys next time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.